I'm the Wandering Wonderbread, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 monthly photo challenge. This month, I followed Time Serf's hashtag filter 76 photo challenge. For this challenge, we had to use a photo mode filter each day and match whatever we're taking a picture of to the first letter of that filter. So for acid, I had to find something that started with the letter A and then use the acid filter on that item. It was actually a really tough challenge, but it was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching. Because this filter started with the number 3, we were tasked with finding 3 of something to take a picture of. I chose these balloons not only because there are 3 of them, but because I really liked the filter on them and how the filter made the colors just really funky and cool. I decided to add the vignette texture to it because I thought it made the picture look more dramatic and those colors really kind of pop. For the letter A for acid, I decided to find an assaultron to take a picture of. Now, coming in here was obviously the easier choice than finding one out in the wild that would be trying to murder me while I'm taking a picture. So I took the easy way out, and this way I could take my time and try to find the right shot. I couldn't decide if I wanted a full body picture or just certain aspect of it. In the end, I decided to come from a side profile picture for the Assaultron. I like the dramatic stance of it, and I also add the vignette texture to it to kind of darken the sides and make it more dramatic with the shadow behind it. For the filter black and white, we are able to choose something that either started with a B or a W for this. I chose to go with the W and go with this water tower. I just really loved the way this scene looked in black and white with the water tower kind of looming over the farm. For the filter cool and the letter C, I wanted to go with a chicken. So I kind of did all different types of angles, and did I want the full body chicken? Did I only want part of the body? I had a lot of choices, so I definitely fooled around a bunch to figure out what was the perfect picture for me. As you can see here, I fast forwarded so that you didn't have to watch the plethora of different pictures I took trying to find the right one. Eventually, I decide on a specific angle I would like to go for. I went for this kind of like top-down angle to get a good headshot for the chicken, but then I also liked the idea of the feathers on the chicken butt, so I went for that. Let me know in the comments down below if you prefer the chicken head or the chicken butt. What's your vote? For the filter Dandy and the letter D, instead of finding something very specific that started with the letter D, I decided to do a more broad term for death. So this is my Dandy Death filter. The D Tripper filter gave me another D thing to find, so I chose this donut. Now, this was a tough shot to get because I had this tourist just walking around waving his gun in the air while I'm just trying to get a really nice picture.
If we settlers stick together, we can grow foundation and restore this land.
I also decided to use a lot of saturation for this photo because I really loved the colors and how they popped with the trees in the background with the donut and the just really bright blue sky. So E for electric means I decided to come back into here for a safe location to get a cool picture of some iBots. For this picture, I had a really hard time deciding if I wanted to take a picture of a single iBot or both of these iBots. In the end, I decided to go for both iBots. Day 8 was E for enhance, so I went with this cute little end table. And you know, if it wasn't for the busted out window and the broken wood all over the place, this would be a little picturesque kind of place to hang out on your front porch. Day 9 was F for feral. With that, I really wanted to find a cool picture of this Ferris wheel. So I tried to go from different angles. I was trying to decide if I just wanted a super centered shot or just a part of the Ferris wheel. In the end, I decided to go for a angled up shot of just part of the Ferris wheel, not try to encompass all of it, and I really like how it turned out. Day 10 was G for Gamma, or for Giddy Up Buttercup. Look at them hanging out in the pen, having some hay. For day 11's jet, I decided to go with this group of jars. I really like the jet filter on these because they make it look like super psychedelic and just crazy. For the Nuke filter, I went with the classic Nuka-Cola machine. I really love the Nuka-Cola machine with this filter because it looks really just vintage and really cool. I added the vintage border to give it a old-timey postcard feel to it. For the red rocket filter, I went with the Red Menace Wakakami game. I had a really hard time with this one deciding which angle I wanted to go for. Did I want all four of the games in one picture? Did I want to go horizontal or vertical? So I kind of played around with it to decide what would be the best picture. Which of the two pictures do you like the best? Let me know in the comments down below. Day 14's filter is saturated, so for S, I went with these soft shell mirelurks stomping around in this graveyard. For this one, I really liked incorporating the dead body leaning up against the gravestone right by the softshell mirelurk. For the sepia filter, I found this little snare drum sitting in the wayward, and I really wanted to incorporate this. I brought down the brightness of this photo to kind of bring out like the darkness of the wood on the snare drum. For the sugar bomb filter, I decided to use this little SentryBot model sitting on the desk. For day 17's tintype filter, I decided to use this little television kind of shoved in a corner of a closet. Because the filter is kind of darker and also we are in a darker closet, I had to brighten up this photo to really kind of make it stand out. For the Vault Blue filter, we were allowed to use something that either started with a V or a B. I went with the B and was using this poster for botany. Here we are at V for vintage, and with that I found this Victrola that I decided to take a picture of. I had a hard time deciding which angle I wanted to take the photo, so I kind of went from a bunch of different angles to find the best one. In the end, I decided to go with more of a head-on photo. Do you think I made the right choice? Let me know in the comments down below. On day 20, the last day of our filter challenge, the filter is warm. So for this, I decided to go with water, and I wanted to get a cool picture kind of zoomed in of splashing water in this little river. I had to take a couple different pictures to try to get the water just right splashing up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month's photo challenge, hashtag filter76. Did you participate in a photo challenge this month? And if you did, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss next month's photo challenge.